The scoreboard is the wrong way round, just so people are aware, are going to be heading towards the B-bomb site.
They certainly are, and we'll see if they're going to be able to grab anything as we head into the first round of the game. Melty, the Terminator, pushing forwards. Is he going to be able to find anything? Yes, he is. Pulse going to be the first one to go down, opening up this site, but Link is waiting there. Trade that kill back across though, and it's 2 versus 3 now. Now only 1 remaining as the original double picks, or original double E picks up 3 for himself. More than just a double in this round. But Swag Fox manages to get one across, and actually a pretty even pistol round coming across from these guys. T-Sac, the last man remaining, looking to try and grab that bomb, but it's in such a bad spot for him. He goes down. Double E picking up 4 kills that game.
Yeah, it was amazing P2000 work from him. No idea how on earth he managed to pull it off. And you can see Big Natty Daddy there, his teammate, saying, he's screaming, 4 man.
4 man!
But again, we look at this Fish123 lineup. I mean, they've got some quality players. We've got Keita, who actually played for CAZ yesterday as a stand-in. Now he's playing against them. He's got Cryptix, he's well known. He was obviously invited to join the Easy Skins lineup, which is meant to be this new UK Super CSGO team, and he declined the invite. We've got Pulse, who is a part of that team. So to be fully honest with you, I'm not entirely sure who from this Fish123 side are actually a part of this side, but welcome to UK CS, I guess. And CAZ Esports, they find themselves 1-0 down. We've got the man from the Mediterranean, from Greece in Tsak, hitting the floor. And as expected, really, Fish123, they've got the firepower, and at the moment, looking pretty dominant.
They certainly are. As interestingly, both players there on that kill feed having the CAZ tag in front of their names. Both T's and CT's, but Melty going to take one onto Cryptix, and CAZ probably not going to be able to take this round as Terminator goes down. Only Rom remaining with that scout. We'll see if he's going to be able to do any bit of economic damage. Does have the Desert Eagle as well, but would expect him to be going down. And this second round should well go over to Fish123. CAZ can't, or Rom, sorry, can't quite connect the shots. He's going to go down to Pulse.
Yeah, and there we go. 2-0. CAZ Esports failing to really plant the bomb on the initial pistol round. Hence why they brought up armor pistols last round, and a scout as well, of course. They failed to win that round as well, which means they are going to more or less full eco it, bar a few P250s here and there. And it's going to be Def, who played amazingly for CAZ yesterday in the Multi-Frags Invitational. He is going to be the first casualty. Keita getting 2, and all these submachine gun kills really are going to do Fish123 a world of good financially.
They certainly are, and T-Sac already the last man remaining in vents is going to get taken down in those vents yet again, and we are going to be heading into round 4. I do believe we have a bit of a pause coming through, so we'll see. I think we'll just come back to you, Caster Cam, just for this one. I think it's a couple of minutes on this pause, so. But a decent start for Fish123. We can actually bring up the team speaks, in fact. Team speaks? Team sheets.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in this lot's team speak.
No,
right now.
I would not. But here's Fish123. Obviously, these guys 3 rounds up so far, and Fish123 is a mixed team. They tend to swap players pretty much every tournament. Yeah,
they do, which is a shame, but when we look at the individuals, Cryptix, arguably one of the best aimers in the UK scene right now. Joe, most recently actually a member of CAZ Esports. He went to Epiclan with them, finished second with them, obviously after going into the grand final, but apparently they'd already sort of parted ways before that grand final once the announcement was made, because the entire community were pretty surprised that Joe had left CAZ Esports, because he was one of their better players. Keita and Batham, they've both been around like since the CS Source scene. They've been around for ages, and meanwhile CAZ Esports, again, some very, very experienced players like Jacob, once upon a time a part of Rasta XD, along with the likes of Weber and so forth, and Robin and Sak, and Declan even, who once upon a time played for Team Infused.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are back into game now for our 4th round, and we'll see if Fish123 can extend this lead. But it is the AK buy coming out from CAZ Esports. They're going to be looking to stop Fish123 in their tracks, but Pulse is going to already say no as he takes down T-Sac. And that is going to be really slowing down CAZ Esports as they push through with these AKs. And that's going to be the Terminator going down as well. Not a good start for CAZ.
Yeah, not entirely sure what the Terminator was trying to do there. Jacob as well getting caught all by himself at mid. A simple peek from Keita is enough to dispose of him. And now Rom and Def, the old Vexstar duo, find themselves with a massive job on their hands. They've got 5 CTs to try and deal with. If they can break into this A bomb site and plant the bomb, then it might not be too bad of a round for them if they do end up losing it. And they know exactly where Cryptix is hiding. It's just a case of whether they can get this frag. Keita has come in, has rotated in, and he'll not only get 1 kill, he's so close to getting the second, but there it is. Cryptix with the final one of the round. And Fish123 storming into quite a healthy lead here, and it'll be interesting to see whether CAZ Esports buy up only pistols or opt to force buy it to keep the pressure on their opponents.
Yeah, it looks like it may well be pistols for them, as we see a couple of Tech 9s coming out of Deagle as well, and a couple of P250s to round it out. So, going to be spending a little bit of money, going to be upgrading those pistols, and we'll see what they're going to be able to do with that little bit of firepower that they've got up their sleeves. And whether Fish123 are going to be able to defend against this push as they head up towards this squeaky door, and they're going to push in onto the bomb site. Cryptic's going to be the first one, but he manages to trade the kill across, and that's going to be original double, taking one as well. And now, unfortunately for CAZ, it looks to be the end of the round as the last man goes down. Rom not able to finish that one off. And unfortunately, those pistols not able to do what they were purchased for, not able to secure the round.
No, I mean, it would have even been alright if they'd managed to plant the bomb, but unfortunately they couldn't, which means no extra $800 boost to them all. But despite that, they still have more than enough money to buy up on this round, and it's going to be Def with the AWP. He's going to take it towards A main, so he's most likely going to use it to try and scout out Cryptix behind this red container, or try and pull on an angle towards any potential player holding quad or MBK. If he can get the entry there, then it'll basically be it. That's the shout to up the tempo and rush straight into the A-bomb site and wrap around it. But right now, the defense is smoked, nullifying what Def can potentially do.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's so difficult to play around those smoke grenades, obviously. I mean, obviously you can't see, I don't know why I was even going to say that, but it really does slow those terrorists push in their tracks, but we finally see them catching out Keats. Jacob going to pick that one up, and this is the opportunity that CAZ have been looking for there. They have the man advantage. Can they turn it into a round, though? That's the question. The Terminator pushing forwards. Could find himself in a 1v3, though. There's one on Speedway, but he manages to get Cryptix before going down. Link going to finish him off, but he gets traded back across, and this is going to turn into a 2 versus 4. Link looking for something. He finds it onto Def. Can he turn it into anything else? There's 3 terrorists remaining, but that's going to be 1 CT dropped, and T-Sac finishes off the last man there.
Yeah, good stuff from CAZ Esports, even though I feel like Fish123 didn't exactly make that easy for themselves. I'm not quite sure why Keita decided the gamble was worth pushing straight through that smoke into the T mid-main. But great awareness from Jacob to sort of suss out that someone may be creeping in from mid from behind him in case Fish123 were playing someone up close and personal, which was exactly what they did. And he got that first frag, and he tilted the numerical advantage in both his and his team's favour. So let's see whether they can build on this, because they still are 4 rounds behind. Cash is one of those maps, it's quite an even map, so at 5-1 right now, CAZ won't be happy with this.
No, they certainly will not, and Terminator could be going down. He's going to be terminated himself by Double E. Takes that one. And that is going to be a good start to the round for Fish123. They're looking to make sure that CAZ cannot build up that economic momentum, can't really build up that economy. And in a 4 versus 5 situation, it's going to be difficult for CAZ to push in, but they're looking to go towards this B bomb site. There's only a couple of CTs there at the minute. They might well be able to at least take the site, and could well be a retake situation coming out from Fish123, but Keats is looking to try and make sure that situation doesn't occur. 3 different members tagged, but that's going to be a trade straight across. Def looking for more. He's only on 7 HP. He's going to go down to that frag. And that is going to be just Jacob and Rom going in. But Jacob now, the last man standing, has the bomb. Can't quite get it down, though. He's going to be taken out by Keats.
Yeah, very well played from Keita there. Made sure Jacob couldn't plant, and Jacob cancelled the plant because he heard the footsteps coming in. He knew he was pretty much a dead man. He knew he was doomed. And I think CAZ Esports, if they hit up the tempo a little bit, when Def got caught out in checkers, if the two players who were coming from the T-spawn side of things had quickly returned the frag onto the Fish123 player who's in the upper area, then they may have just been able to sneak into the bomb site. But the rotation was very fast from Fish123. Credit where it's due to them. And talking about things being thick and fast, they're running straight into the B bomb site. Pulse and Keita both getting on the score sheet. Pulse again, he loves playing that vent area. He always plays towards the B bomb site on cash. And he's a beast when he does it, even up against the pistols. And there we have it, 7-1. And CAZ have got to be careful. They can't let Fish123 get carried away with this, because their economy right now is still relatively healthy for a CT side.
Yeah, absolutely. They're looking to try... I mean, as you say, CAZ, this is the point in the game where if they don't start to pull it together, they're going to end up with a round deficit that's just not really... They're not really going to be able to climb back through.
They need at least 5
half.
rounds going into their CT side on this map.
Yeah.
Anything less than that, even with winning the pistol, I think is just going to be way too out of their reach.
Basically, I mean, if they're any worse off than that, they have to pretty much do the exact same dominance in the second half that we're seeing coming out from Fish123 in this first half. And speaking of dominance, Jacob gets the first kill. That's going to be 2 going down for the CTs, and the bomb is going to be planted onto A site. We do see Big Natty Daddy pushing forwards. He's looking to try and pick someone up. Pulse there as well, but there's plenty of T's on site. Jacob, interestingly, not going for the shot there. I'm not sure if he couldn't see him, but it's going to be 3 more drop down, and immediately the CT force is wiped off the map.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy for CAZ Esports. They made it look easy there. They just need to be able to replicate that. And now, if they can win 2 in a row, they find themselves in a decent chance to try and tilt things in their favour. Obviously, I think they bought that AK-47 incorrectly, and they've left it on the floor, which isn't really ideal at this point. But if they win this round, then I'm sure they don't really mind too much. It's a great Molotov. It's going to go straight towards the forklift where Double E was hiding. Unfortunately, only 5 points of damage done. And CAZ Esports just taking their time. I think they have their hearts set on this A-bomb site, and if they try to hit this A-bomb site, if they get this frag, they should definitely head straight towards this bomb site, because right now there's 3 Fish123 players over towards the B-bomb site, and they need to try and basically gang up on Cryptix.
Cryptix does finally go down, and they finally push in, but everybody's already rotated now. They left it so... I mean, they knew that they had the information. They knew they were going to rotate, and they just gave them that time. And Terminator's so close. He goes down. Link trying to do what he can. He's pretty low himself, and he's going to be the last man remaining. 3 versus 1 here. And honestly, I'm not sure Big Natty Daddy going to be able to take this one. Does manage to grab one, and actually the health bars are incredibly low. If he can just get in, spray some bullets, but he's deciding to back away. Won't have too long to get the defuse, so decides that this one is not worth throwing away that M4, not worth throwing away the Kevlar and helmet, and decides he's happy with those 2 kills. He's going to back away.
Yeah, fair choice. I mean, it's only 7-3. Fish123 could still, if they manage to win all the remaining rounds, still storm into the second half with an awesome 12-3 lead. So it's understandable why he wanted to save that M4, especially as Fish123 had lost 2 buy rounds, which inevitably meant they were going to have to either eco and force buy. So in this scenario, we know how strong the pistols are. Big Natty Daddy, if he can get maybe 2 frags with this M4, you never know, the round may very well tilt in favour of Fish123, especially if they keep getting frags like that, pushing straight out of the B bomb site. See you later, Terminator. See you later, Tack. And this is a good opportunity now for Fish123.
Absolutely, they're looking to try and capitalise on this as they head towards... Oh, sorry, that's CAZ I'm talking about. They're heading towards the B bomb site, but we see Pulse is already there waiting for them. And Big Natty Daddy grabs one onto Def. Jacob going to be pushing through shortly, but honestly, in a 2 versus 4, it's going to be a tall order for CAZ Esports. And Fish making this round look easy as 1, 2, 3. As they should be able to defend this B-bomb site with relative ease. Cryptic's still hanging out on the A site, obviously. Does not want to lose all guard of that, but that's going to be Jacob going down. Big Natty Daddy in the perfect position. Sees him popping around. Rom now going to look for anything he can find. He's in checkers. He's trying to find anyone off guard, but he's going to be lucky to find it. But he does get one. Can he turn it into the second? Can he get this bomb down? Doesn't look like he connects the shots. And they know exactly where he is. As soon as he pulls out the grenade, that's exactly when his opponent peaks and he's going to go down.
Yeah, really well played from Batham there. Or Big Natty Daddy, as he seems to want to be called right now. He definitely was the big daddy of that round. And that's what I said. I said he saved that M4 because his M4 armor could have ended up making the difference. Meanwhile, the rest of his teammates had pistols. They pushed B. They took CAZ by surprise. And it was brilliant to see them do that because it also meant that the two players they killed in Terminator and Sack, Batham's teammates then picked up the AKs that they had. And suddenly, in a blink of an eye, Fish123 looked like they could have genuinely won the round, and they did win it in the end. Interesting to see the boost coming out here. It's original double E towards Cryptics over on the A-bomb site, and if CAZ aren't careful, it could bite them in the back.
Certainly could, as Keat does go down. And that's going to be the map opened up a little bit, but look at the health bars on CAZ Esports. Terminator already on 7. Sack as well on 39, so they have to be careful when they're pushing into these sites here. They need the healthy players to go first so that they can soak a couple of bullets and win those trades. And try and get control of one of the sites, but playing it very, very carefully. And a good spread across the map from Fish123. Going to be able to, the second any terrorists show up, they're going to be able to call it out and the rest of the team will know just where they're pushing. But it looks like the B site is the call here for CAZ Esports. Just a couple of men pushing up though, the rest waiting around, coming through the vents themselves. And now we see them coming in. Pulse already gets one with the AWP, but he's going to go down to the Tech 9 of Rom, who picks that AWP up, and now he's going to look for Big Natty Daddy. He's not going to be able to find the shots though. Cryptics coming in to try and help out, but the bomb should be going down. There it is. Only 5 seconds remaining on that round as they get in. Nice shot from Def. Picks up the headshot onto Big Natty Daddy, and now in a 4 versus 2 they should be able to secure this round. Cryptics looking for the shots. Double E pushes in, manages to get one, and Cryptics finds another, but he goes down to the Desert Eagle of Def. That's 2 headshots for him. Can this one be defused? It's going to be a tall order for Double E. He's going to look for some frags if he can find them, but he's in a bit of trouble himself as he legs it over towards the CT spawn, tags that man, but can't quite finish off the kill, and now he's in a 1 versus 1. Terminator finds him out and takes down the kill.
I love how the second you said Double E legs it over, he actually legged Def with the AWP. And yeah, Def
it was all
there.
intentional, I swear.
Yeah, you can tell the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, really well played from Def. I mean, CAZ Esports had no right to win that round. They got balls of steel, they forced it up, 4 Tech 9s, 1 AK, they all brought up armor and went straight in towards the B bomb site. It was Def who got 2 1-digs, I think it was, onto 2 of the CTs coming from the upper area. When you've got a player on your team who can do that, I mean, you're going to win rounds, and it was just great individual play from a man who, for me, was CAZ Esports' man of the match yesterday in CAZ Esports' game.
Absolutely, and speaking of CAZ Esports, they're going to take down Cryptics as he pushes very aggressively over at that A site. Only 1 player remaining. He's boosted on top of those boxes. Keita gonna look for something. He should be able to get terminated, but he gets spotted out. Does manage to get the shot, but gets traded back across now. Double E does manage to find Jacob, and he's gonna turn it into a 3 versus 3 situation.
Well, I mean, we saw Fish123 eco CAZ, and then CAZ eco them. Are we seriously going to see Fish123 eco CAZ? Pulse thinks so. Fantastic play. Rotated in from behind. And now Def, 1 versus 2, knows he's surrounded. Big Natty Daddy needs to make sure that he's got Pulse's back, and he doesn't. And the 2 versus 1 suddenly becomes a 1 versus 1. And Big Natty Daddy, he's got no armor. He's only got a P2000. He's going to have to find a rifle somewhere.
He is indeed. He's sneaking on through. He's looking to try and find Def, who still is yet to plant the bomb. I believe he was in range to hear that. He knows the bomb's about to go down. It is down. That's extended the time that Def has. All Death has to do right now is play Ring Around the Roses. Just time it out. Just not let him defuse. Or get this peek. He's looking for the shot onto Big Natty Daddy. Is he going to find it? Big Natty Daddy. He's about to come around the corner and he gets the kill. He's going to be able to get the defuse. Doesn't have a kit. I can't hear it, so I don't know how close it is. I think he's got this, though. Looks like he should be able to grab that defuse. A nice play by Big Natty Daddy going all the way around the map to get that positional advantage.
Yeah, and for me, the breaker there was the fact that he picked up that AK-47, but he did so well after picking up the AK-47. Like, he heard the bomb getting planted, but he didn't panic. He just walked onto the bomb site, tried to see whether he'd hear any footsteps of the bomb planter, try and figure out his position, sussed out his position, and then ensured that he won the 1 versus 1 battle. And you know what they say, slow and steady wins the race, and that was the approach for the retake from Big Nat. He got the information, went in, and he's gone in again to get the first frag of this round for Fish123 here on Cash. They're playing really, really well so far. And like I said earlier, for me, CAZ need to go into this second round with at least, second half, sorry, with at least 5 rounds on the board. If not, they're going to struggle, even if they win the first 3 after winning the pistol.
Absolutely, and they've got an opportunity in the next round. Well, this round's not looking great for them as they're already 3 versus 5. That frag gonna tag onto Death, but not quite doing too much damage. Still fairly healthy on that man. With the 2 AKs in the Tech 9, there's potential for them to do damage, but everyone knows they're here. They trade 1 for 1 so far. Keita trading that back onto Jacob. With these 2 AKs, can they do anything? Everybody knows they're over at the B site and all of the CTs are heading over towards them. They're going to look to try pick these men off. Terminator trying to do what he can, but he can't connect the shots. He's going to go down and only... I was going to say only Death remaining, but not anymore.
Yep, he's going to get killed as well. And I hate to say it, but CAZ Esports, little to nothing to really try and unlock this CT defense with. See a few Deagles coming out, a few Tech 9s, armor of course on some of the players, but even 10-5 might be too big of an ask right now. CAZ Esports, they've not really given themselves a chance. They've lost too many important rounds this game, and Fish123 dominant with the rifles.
They absolutely have. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going, if they can keep it going. Keith is looking to make that the case as he picks up 2 for himself. Natty Daddy as well onto Sack. That is going to be CAZ in an awful position heading into this last 15th round. Jacob goes down to Big Natty Daddy. Not a lot Rom's going to be able to do in this 1 versus 5. He's looking for the kill. He doesn't even find one. Pulse takes him out with ease. Gets the headshot with the AK, and 11-4 is going to be the scores on the doors as they head into the second half of this map, and it's going to be a difficult mountain to climb for CAZ Esports. They're still 12 rounds away from a victory, and it's just 5 away from Fish123 here. And I mean, the scoreboard in itself tells the whole story. Take a look at the kill-death ratios on those players. It's not looking healthy on the side of CAZ Esports.
No, this is really unlike some of these players on the CAZ Esports lineup. I mean, Jacob, he's normally one of their star players, only 2 frags. Something's definitely going wrong in the CAZ camp right now, and they've got to forget what happened in the first half. It's a new start. They're going into this second half now, and let's see how they can infiltrate and breach this B bomb site with the Glocks, which of course have a small slight advantage as opposed to the P2000 and the USP, and they've got to be fast, otherwise the CTs are going to rotate in. But that's going to be the Terminator, who's already in vents, and in a blink of an eye Fish123 find themselves completely surrounded. The bomb has been dropped, but Rom still going huge. Terminator again with that second frag. An original double E in Cryptics now with it all to try and do.
Yeah, double E now, the last man remaining. Can he get it onto Terminator? He can. Gets the headshot onto that man. Can he turn it into anything? That's the question. Rom, incredibly low. 1 bullet will take him out at this point. The issue is, he hasn't got the bomb. The bomb is being more than covered by these 2 CTs. Double E in a really tricky spot is going to go down. Rom finishes that one off with a headshot. No clutch coming out from that man. And it's going to be another round going over to CAZ, so they're they've got that first pistol round, which is fantastic for them. It's going to put them in a good position heading into the rest of the game. 4 FAMASs coming out for them. So realistically, they should be able to take this second round and get a bit of momentum, get the ball rolling, and hopefully pick up a couple of rounds off the back of it for them. Cryptix gets tagged out here by Def. He's going to be able to finish that shot off. And this FAMAS already doing work. Picks up 2, in fact. And, I mean, sets his team up to win the round, essentially.
Yeah, really good play from Def. When he saw Cryptix in the upper area, he knew he dealt damage onto him, so he aimed lower because he expected Cryptix to drop down. And that's all down to just one thing: experience playing the game, knowing how your opponents are going to run towards you, knowing how they're going to try and take you out. And right now, talking about taking players out, it's going to be CAZ Esports who are going to have to defend this A-bomb site as Pulse and Co make their way in. Jacob hiding at MBK, sprays and prays with ease and mows down all the Fish123 players. And there it is, 11-6, Fish123 right now. Most of them, bar Cryptix, who had 3k, and maybe Keita, can't really afford to buy up P250s, let alone a Tech 9 right now. They've got a almost full eco it, just head somewhere, see if they can brute force a bomb plank. If they lose a round, they'll get a small cash injection, which will hopefully allow them to buy a few more nades come the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this is one of the decisions that you see more experienced teams going for, but actually it's Def that we want to talk about, as he picks up 2 for himself. Jacob as well follows in suit, and now Cryptix, the last man, does pick up a second one for himself, but he's not going to be able to finish it off as Sack takes him with the wall bang. The FAMAS is doing work for CAZ Esports that round.
Yeah, solid stuff. And this is where it's finally going to become men against men. We've got Rom, Terminator, and Sack with FAMASs. And you know what? Fish123 finally have rifles of their own to work with. Let's see where they're going to go. Oh, dear Lord. Cryptix getting knifed in the back, down to 39 HP. That's not what the doctor ordered for Fish123, but that entry frag from Batham definitely is, unless the Terminator can make it too. Out comes the USP. So close to finish off Cryptix as well. But Pulse and Cryptix are very low on HP, so we can't rule out the CAZ Esports retake just yet.
Bounces the smoke off his friend's head.
UKCS, ladies and gents.
And there it is, the assist for Double E for knifing his teammate there. But it is going to be a 2 versus 1 as Jacob looks to try and finish this round off for CAZ Esports. Can he keep them on the offensive? He's going to look for the pick onto Keita. If he can line up the shot, it's only... Look at the HP bars right now for both members of Fish123, but Jacob doesn't know that. And unfortunately, he's going to decide to back away. He isn't going to try and go for the clutch. Just going to hold on to that M4. And that is going to be another round coming over to Fish123. So they have a 5-round advantage now. And now that they've actually managed to buy some weapons, they've been able to be pretty darn successful with them. But there's a decent amount of cash. Look how much Terminator's got under his belt. He's going to pick up that M4. Decides not to donate across. There was already an M4 in the hands of Def, so they're going to be able to go for another full buy. There is a Galil on the side of Fish123, but it should be a relatively even round. But as I say that, the Terminator takes one out and turns it into a 4 versus 5.
Yeah, Fish123 really need to catch on the fact that the Terminator keeps on playing underneath the vents up close. Maybe they can try and counter it by waiting for a few seconds after the start of the round, then maybe Molotov into vents to try and flush him out, or at least deal damage onto him rather than continuously walk into his trap. But hello, Def is going to get boosted himself. He spotted the bomb, and Fish123, they're not swimming anymore. Terminator gets his second of the round, and Cryptix, all alone now, has it all to do, and they know exactly where he is. The Terminator, he might be only a stand-in, but what a stand-in so far. He's played some tremendous CS.
He certainly has. I feel like I keep on saying the Terminator as the kills come up on the feed, and 16 kills in his hands so far. He's doing absolute work for his team, and they force another eco out of Fish123. They should be able to pick up a round pretty much for free here. With the 4 M4s and the AWP, they shouldn't struggle too much. And just a nice spread across the map coming out from CAZ. But here, Fish123 all around the middle of the map here, looking to try and pick themselves a kill onto anyone on the CAZ lineup. Terminator is going to be flashed out. They knew he was in vents there, and he's going to be able to trade one for himself. In fact, gets two. But Keita immediately trades that one back. Keita actually got a team kill there.
Yeah.
So not fantastic for them, and Sack going to be able to defend this one. Keita, last man remaining. Has the M4, does have the bomb. There's only one guy here at B. If he can get the pick onto Rom. No he can't, is the answer. Gets taken out with the quick headshot. And CAZ pulling themselves back into this game here.
Yeah, that team kill was so unlucky though. Like, I think it was it Keita who got the team kill?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, he was aiming at the CT and vents, and then his teammate just jumped into his like crosshair, into his bullet, and then took it to the face. I think it may have been a double. I'm not entirely sure. It was like the Glock on burst fire or something. But here we go. CAZ Esports now only 3 rounds away from evening things up. That's a really good nade. It's going to take off 17 points of damage of pulse, and this A hold from CAZ Esports is very, very passive. We've got Sack on there by himself. Okay, he's finally going to change it round, make his way towards MBK, just hold the angle towards A main. But hopefully Jacob can ensure he eventually gets into a position where he can watch the door. And Rom single-handedly just going ham towards the B bomb site. That's Pulse, such a crucial player for Fish123. We know how good he is individually, and that's reflected by the team that he plays for. And it seems like Fish123 are on the verge of trying to mount an attack towards the A bomb site.
They certainly might be pushing in just a couple of seconds. 3 CTs here though, as Def gets the opening kill of this engagement. Can they turn it into anything else though? Is Sack getting incredibly low, but he can't get finished off. There's still 4 CTs here. Cryptic's going to be the last one to fall. And Sack narrowly escaping with that AWP on 4 HP. Only just surviving that engagement. But it is going to be another round for CAZ Esports. And actually, this is starting to look a little bit shaky for Fish123. Only a 2-round advantage, and they're forced into an eco.
Yeah, for sure. I think what's going to be interesting now is how... yeah, I thought the scoreboard was the wrong way around again. How Fish123 look to counter. They know that Sack has the AWP towards the A bomb site, but no, they've actually switched it around. Sack went towards B, and now Rom's come to unleash absolute havoc towards the A bomb site. This is good. A dynamic defense is what you need to keep your opponents guessing. Sack spots Cryptics, will try to Kobe him, and he will Kobe him. He had no armor, of course, dealt so much damage, and he's going to deal even more with that secondary AWP kill as well. And even though Fish123 got the bomb down, a good solid retake from CAZ. But when we spin the table, Fish123, their aim was always really just to plant the bomb. So that wasn't too shabby of a round for them either.
No, they're going to be able to have that backup economy now because they got that extra $800. They're going to be able to go for that full AK buy here. Everybody with 4 grenades, Kevlar and helmet. So they're going to look to be spreading out across the map. And this is such a crucial round. This is where the footing is essentially completely even. Are they going to be able to pull this one back towards themselves? I mean, they entered this half on, I think, 11 rounds. And suddenly, it's looking so even, but it's going to be Rom that opens this one up with the solo kill onto Pulse. And now, Fish123 again with a man disadvantage.
Yeah, so 1-0 in this best of 3 to Fish123. Be surprised by the overlay. And me confused as well. And CAZ Esports, they don't have the upper hand right now, but let's see whether they can make it tilt in their favour. Def, they know he's hiding at the sandbags, but he'll pop out without a care in the world. Gets one frag, but the return is real thanks to Batham, and this actually, ever so slightly, I guess you could argue, might favour the teams. If they get one more frag, and there it is. 3-on-3, defenses split. If they all rush straight into this B-bomb, so they should be able to surround the Terminator, but they're running in one by one, and the Terminator has been unbelievable so far this game here on Cash. He'll make it a double. And now, big Natty Mini, he really is Mini, he's not big right now, he's surrounded by CTs, it's a 3 versus 1, and the Terminator says thank you very much. Easy hat-trick, easy life, and it's all tied at 12 all.
Yeah, Terminator going absolutely huge in that round, pretty much solo defending that B bomb site. And he's going to be able to even the score. 12-12 here as we head into round 25. Now, Fish123 can afford to go for another full AK buy here, so they are still in the runnings for sure. But if they lose this round again, if they can't even get the bomb down, they are going to be in so much trouble heading into the 26th.
Did I say earlier on that it's 1-0 to Fish123?
Yeah, I was a bit confused. I was like, am I? Is my memory just that gone?
No, this is the first map. I'm sorry, guys. But,
well, Def should not be allowed to do that. And if they can get a second kill here, the CTs, then it might be alright for him. But no, that man again, Big Natty Mini. His name's a bit of a mouthful. Gets the return kill. They traded it out. And now Fish123 know they've got a slight upper edge. And it's just a case of playing with time to see where they decide to head off to.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well, just trying to wait for their opponents to make that misstep, get themselves that early pick onto anyone they can find. We're going to see, I'm just searching around this map. Pulse sneaking towards the middle of the map, but there's not going to be anyone there, even if he peeks. And it looks to be the A site. Double A hiding just behind Sneaky. Sneaky? I keep calling it Sneaky Door for some reason. Oh, they are going to start to throw in these grenades, and it looks like they might start to push in. But the AWP is here. Fourth sack, he's going to be able to get the first kill of the round, and the rest starting to push in. But Double E manages to grab one. He's going to get caught out by Jacob, who gets two from that spot yet again. And now they're in a 2 versus 1. Pulse going to be looking to do what he can. Hits the frag for 8 damage, but it's not going to be enough. And Jacob picks himself up the hat trick and picks himself up the round.
As soon as I saw that they had that double setup going on at MBK, I was going to say, what's going to happen is Zach's going to get an AWP kill or two. And then once they kill him and overpower him with the AK-47s, they're going to think that area's clear. And then Jacob hiding behind the wall is going to go big. And he really did go ham there. 2 frags. Fish123 had no idea what hit them. And even before they could call it to each other on TeamSpeak, the damage was already done. And there we go, ladies and gents. CAZ Esports, they were 11-4 down coming into the second half. But they now have the lead. Jacob comes in with a headshot, but Pulse nullifies him. And right now, this could genuinely go either way. The bomb is down on the A bomb site.
And it's a 3 versus 3. AKs versus M4s here. Cryptic's going to be full blinded. Has to back away from this one. The bomb is down. It's ticking away. CAZ have to make a move quick or they're just going to run out of time. A nice molly is going to flush them out there. Picks up a kill, but it's going to be traded back by Cryptix. And now Cryptix, the last man remaining. Can he finish off the only CT? Does he have time? The defuse is going to be coming out, but it cancels it. Squeaky door just going to be swung open and closed. And he's not going to have time to get the defuse. Fish123 pull it out and make the score 13-13. And this is such a close game between these two.
I think what happened there was Rom, he knew the door was open, so he wanted to flash Cryptix in the door room. But then Cryptix closed the door, I think, and then that hit the flash, so Rom ended up flashing himself. So he turned away from it when defusing. He knew that Cryptix was going to pop out eventually. But here we go. They should know by now that the Terminator keeps doing this. He's going to get a double. Cryptix finally returns, but what is the meaning of the return of the trade when you allow CT to drop 2 of you?
Absolutely, and we've seen him do this time and time again, and honestly, they're sort of bleeding rounds every time they allow him to do that, and Death picks up yet another one. There's only 2 Ts remaining, and it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to pull anything out of this one. Honestly, they're just going to be looking to salvage a couple of frags, try and do a little bit of economic damage, but they're not even going to get that as Death gets the headshot onto Cryptix. 7 HP remaining on Big Natty Mini. And he's going to sit there with his Tech 9. He's looking for anything, but honestly, a single stray bullet is going to be taking him down, and it's going to come from Jacob picking up a kill for himself. And that is going to be the round for CAZ.
What a comeback if CAZ genuinely pull this off. I mean, like I said earlier on, 11-4 in favour of Fish123 going into their T side. Meanwhile, CAZ Esports right now on their CT side, they've just been on a different level to their T side. On their T side, they look completely lost, like they have no idea what they were doing. But now dare I say it, they're actually giving Fish123 a master school or a master class on how to play the CT side. And this is their chance now to take match point. Cryptics and co. only with Tech 9s, but they have invested very heavily into this. It's only Kita who hasn't got armor to occupy his body with the Tech 9, so this might be on. Let's see whether they can do it. CAZ's Death Star is quickly rotating in, and right now the M4s are going massive. Death with a double, Jacob as well getting the first of what will hopefully be many for CAZ Esports. And this match just got interesting, in CAZ Esports, they can taste victory right now.
They certainly can. Death picking up the 3 for himself. 27 kills on that man. He's going huge. If he can get another hat-trick in potentially this last round, he's going to go for that 30 bomb. But Tech 9's again going to be coming out from Fish123. This is match point. They've invested everything they've got into just these Tech 9s and the armor. But honestly, I'm not sure if it was worth all getting helmets and things. It might have been worth trying to cobble together at least one rifle, since they're up against the M4s anyway. Are they going to be able to finish anything off? They're pushing in towards the B site. They're going to be looking for an opportunity, but Tisak has found Kita. And now they're pushing in onto their site, but Rom is doing it all with a pistol. He picks up 3 for himself. He's going to get taken down. I mean, honorable mention to Rom. It was a good effort, but I mean, the game is going to go over to CAZ Esports in the end, and I can't believe how strongly they came back in that second half.
Well, 11-4 down, going into the second half, it seemed like they were down and out, that there was going to be no way in the world that they were